Figuring out where to live in Raleigh, North Carolina can get very overwhelming. I've lived in Raleigh itself as well as 3 different suburbs and 8 different houses over the past 30 years. There was a lot of trial and error, but I want to help you avoid what I went through by using my knowledge and experiences to help you find the perfect place on the first try. In this video, we will explore the differences in 5 major categories between Raleigh itself and its suburbs as a whole to help you figure out the first step. Do you want to live in Raleigh or one of Raleigh's suburbs? Starting off with the most important category for many is affordability, and this is a very loaded comparison. At a high level, you will ultimately get what you pay for, but in general, a comparable home in Raleigh will be more expensive than one in most of Raleigh's suburbs. Raleigh's average home price has been in the upper $400,000 range, but that doesn't begin to tell the whole story. If you want a detailed review, check out our video on where to live in Raleigh. But at a high level, the southern and eastern portions of downtown Raleigh will be closer to the average, while the remaining areas within I-440 and just north of it in Midtown Raleigh are typically between $700,000 and $1 million. In North Raleigh, there are a large number of luxury neighborhoods, some within and some just outside of Raleigh city limits, where home prices average well over $1 million. But the vast majority of homes average in the $500,000 range. So there's a pretty wide range. And with Raleigh being so spread out, it really depends on your location. The same can be said for Raleigh suburbs, which have just as wide of a price range. Suburbs like Cary, Apex, and Holly Springs on the west side of Raleigh are the most expensive, followed by Fuquay Varina, Wake Forest, and Roseville. On the more affordable side, there's Garner, Clayton, Wendell, and Knightdale on the southern side and eastern sides of Raleigh. So just looking at the averages, Raleigh appears middle of the pack in comparison to its suburbs, but in general, you'll find many more homes in the suburbs that are closer to the actual average and are still in a good location, whereas the best locations of Raleigh are very expensive. You also have to look at what you get for your money, as Raleigh's average price per square foot of $256 is only less than Cary at $269 a square foot, Raleigh's most expensive suburb. So overall, you will get a lot more square footage for the same price house in the suburbs than what you get in Raleigh. In the suburbs, you're also more likely to find either new construction or overall newer homes. Most of Raleigh itself has been built out for a long time, especially the closer you get to downtown. These homes are old and will require extensive updates and maintenance if they've never been remodeled. And if you want a new construction home, you'll be paying well over $1 million and likely between $2 to $4 million. Many times for a 4,000 to 5,000 square foot home on a half-acre lot or less. But they are tearing down old homes and replacing them with new construction homes at a rapid pace in Raleigh right now due to the demand. So let's look at why people are willing to pay that much money. As you hear so often, it's all about location. Simply put, you pay the price tag of Raleigh for the convenience. This is especially so in and around downtown Raleigh and North Hills. These are the destination locations for entertainment and are minutes from I-440, which can quickly get you to any location in the triangle. But more importantly, living within Raleigh itself allows you a variety of different options for secondary and back roads, where the suburbs mostly require you to utilize the very crowded main roadways. So even though some of the roads within Raleigh can get backed up, your commutes within Raleigh are typically 20 minutes or less. Now, there are several suburbs that have pretty reasonable commutes, and the most convenient suburb to Raleigh is Cary, which is also close to the Research Triangle Park. So that combination is what has really driven Cary to be one of the most expensive suburbs of Raleigh. Commuting into Raleigh from many parts of Apex and Holly Springs can be tough, as well as Clayton, Knightdale, and Wendell have all seen an increase in traffic on the east side. Getting downtown from Wake Forest is also quite an adventure. But what I will say is, besides the most popular suburbs like Cary and Apex, the traffic within the suburbs themselves are really not bad. So if you are a remote worker or don't have to travel into Raleigh every day, the suburbs are definitely a good option to consider. Another key to location goes beyond just your daily commute, but also how close you are to entertainment. Like the location category, you pay the price of Raleigh to be right next to the entertainment. I already mentioned popular spots like downtown Raleigh and North Hills, where there's tons of shops, restaurants, bars, and more to enjoy. There's also Carter Finley Stadium, where NC State plays football, along with the Lenovo Center, where the NHL's Carolina Hurricanes play along with the Wolfpack basketball team. And there's the fairgrounds right there that hold the annual North Carolina State Fair, amongst other events. And Raleigh's parks are known to be of very high quality. as Umstead Park right on the edge of Raleigh is a nearly 6,000-acre park with miles and miles of hiking and biking trails, and Pullen Park near downtown Raleigh is a great place to take the family. Cary is an outlier of Raleigh suburbs, as it has really stepped up its entertainment offerings with its expansions in downtown Cary, its new Fenton Shopping Center, and more. And its park system is just as good or possibly even better than Raleigh's. But beyond Cary, most of Raleigh suburbs will have a smaller town feel from an entertainment perspective, with focuses on small local businesses and entertainment. Many people like this aspect of Raleigh suburbs, as it's a slower pace of life. But for those who want bigger city entertainment, choosing a suburb that has quick and easy access to Raleigh will be key. Again, that's why Cary is so popular, as it's in an amazing location. But Apex, Holly Springs, Garner, and even Wake Forest have pretty quick access into Raleigh as well. And I will say that the vast majority of Raleigh suburbs, especially the larger ones, have incredible park systems of their own. So when it comes to outdoor entertainment, they will all have enough nearby that won't make you feel the need to go into Raleigh for just that. Now let's turn our attention to an incredibly important category for families, and that's the schools. And just to cut to the chase, I'll say that there isn't much of a difference here. The vast majority of Raleigh and its suburbs are in the Wake County Public School System, which is one of the top school systems in the state. Raleigh and its suburbs also have a large number of charter and private schools, many of which are excellent as well. Cary and Apex are currently known to have some of the best public schools, as well as Clayton, which is in the Johnston County Public School System. But you honestly can't go wrong just about anywhere in the area. But do make sure you do your own research. If there is one difference to note, it's that most of the schools within Raleigh itself are on the older side, while you will find pretty new facilities in the suburbs as they were more recently built and they continue to expand. Let's finish up with one of the most important categories for most. What are the neighborhoods like and how do they feel? Cutting right to it, Raleigh's neighborhoods are older, with more mature trees and generally few amenities. This is especially true within I-440, where there aren't any neighborhood pools or tennis courts, so you'd have to join a local country club. As you go further north into Raleigh, some of the newer neighborhoods that are around 20 to 30 years old do have some amenities, like Falls River and Bedford, Northridge, and Wakefield. Raleigh's neighborhoods will feel very grown in and wooded, and there are actually some larger lots available, but the neighborhoods vary greatly in their feel and their overall vibe. Some neighborhoods will feel more spaced out and private, while others will feel a little more packed in, especially as you get within I-440. And a theme of many of these neighborhoods in and around I-440 is tearing down old homes and rebuilding with luxury new construction homes. So in those neighborhoods, you could have a 50-year-old ranch-style home right next to a brand new 5,000 square foot, $3 million luxury home. Those neighborhoods can feel a little bit disjointed, but overall, Raleigh's neighborhoods feel very neighborly, even the ones that are more spread out. But this category is where I feel the suburbs really shine in. As while each suburb has their collection of original neighborhoods, the majority of their neighborhoods are new and typically come with some high-quality amenities. Many of these newer neighborhoods also tend to have a very social atmosphere, as most people are moving in and around the same time and looking to meet others. There's also a collection of luxury new construction neighborhoods in places like Cary, Apex, and Wake Forest. They typically come with more land, especially in Wake Forest. So while Raleigh's new construction options are spread around, these suburbs have luxury new construction homes together in large communities. The one downside, though, in my opinion, is that many of the neighborhoods and the shopping centers in the suburbs tend to cut down all of their trees during construction. Some of these neighborhoods feel very bare and will for the next 15 to 20 years until the planted trees mature. There are certainly newer neighborhoods like Heritage and Wake Forest that made a point to keep trees during construction, but that is the exception as a whole. To learn more about where to live in Raleigh itself, check out our video mentioned previously. And if the suburbs caught your interest, check out our short video that will help you quickly narrow down the suburbs that best fit your needs. And if you want personalized assistance, we would love to help you. Thank you for watching.